Hi friends, and welcome back to Lemon Tree Corner. If you don't know me, my name is Heather and I make purses and bags, and this is a studio vlog channel, so it's kind of a look behind the scenes in my shop and making the bags. And this year we are continuing on with the year of bags. So we have another bag pattern this week, and let's take a look at it. And this week's bag is one that I've made before. It is the Bonnie Bucket Bag by Swoon. I really love this style of bag. It's really fun. I gave it a B+, so it's a good pattern to do. And this time we're going to do a modified version. So there's a tutorial out there for a modified version of it where we do the zipper panel a little differently. So this is the original version. This is the one I've made, which is super cute. I love it. And it's kind of a bucket shape on the bottom, and then it's got a recessed zipper. So what we're doing this time is, you see how we've got these two panels here on either side, and it's got this interesting facing with the zipper going across both panels. So in this modified version, the zipper is only going across one side. So I'm trying to determine if I like that better, if it's easier to do. So we're going to take a look at the modified version, see if we want to do the modified version or if we want to stick with the original. It's just such an interesting detail, this little facing here, and it goes across both pieces of fabric. So I think it's more useful because it's a bigger zipper and it just adds an interesting detail to the bag. And it's not, I mean, it's big enough zipper for your phone or your keys. So I think I just answered my own question. I think we're not going to do the modified. I think we're just going to do another version of this. One thing I did that I really enjoyed about this bag is we had cork on one side and fabric on the other side of the handle. So it just adds a nice visual interest. I've been wanting to make another one of these since I made that one. So this week we are doing some cute Joann's fabrics. We've got this really cute 60s lady with simplicity, and then this nice turquoise dot pattern. So that's what we're going to do together. And we've got a really interesting zipper with that as well. And the zipper has this kind of gold sheen to it and ties in really nicely. So can't wait to see what this bag looks like, and we'll take you along on the journey. So we're going to do this video a little bit differently, and I wanted this to be more of a vlog style channel like what I did in Vlogmas. So I want to get back to that a little bit. So what we're going to do each week is start off with the pattern and the fabric and show that to you. I'll probably just show you a few clips of me making the bag, and then we can share the finished product. So it's more of a podcast style, and then I'll just do little things in between to kind of give you a feel for what it's like working in my studio. Try and be in front of the camera more. We'll make this more of a week in the life kind of style and try that for a while. So I hope that works for you. Pop it in the comments below what style that you like, what you'd like to see more of. You know, is there anything about the ins and outs of a handmade business that you want to know more about, or just kind of living in my life for a week. So I really appreciate you being here with me this week and taking time out of your busy schedule to spend time with me. Let's get this bag started. And I said can add fusible fleece, but less slouchy that way. I'll have to take a look at the one I just made, the one I made a couple years ago, and see what it was. I think I definitely did fusible fleece. So like the main aspect of this is that we've got these two panels on both sides of the bag, and then we're going to put in the zipper. So I think I'll just focus on the zipper this week, since that's really the only unusual thing. We have this pocket facing that we're adding to it, which is a little different from how we normally do a sew-in pocket. So it's very interesting. We're kind of doing that thing we did with the drop-in lining, where we sew the zipper panel and then open it up again. which is neat. And the only other thing that is weird is that the bottom panel is like this oval shape. So instead of a gusset that would go all the way down and around, we basically have this oval shaped bag in the end, and then we're attaching it to the base. And I remember this was a little tricky last time, trickier than the gusset. So I'm hoping that I can get a cleaner sew on this one. I did use cork for the other one, so I think that's partially why I had some issues with that, was the cork. I don't think I'm gonna use the cork. Maybe we should take a look at the cork. I kind of wanted to make it in 2 fabrics this time, but I don't know if I have enough of that fabric to be the lining and these exterior panels, because this, and you see this panel here, were also that fabric, although I guess it could be the girl fabric. So you only need half a yard of the main exterior, half a yard of the basic exterior, 2/3 of a yard of the lining fabric. So technically I don't have enough of this. I have used this fabric before, and I think I do have some remnants of this fabric, but not sure if that's going to be enough to do it. We can also just take a look at the cork for the bottom, because this bottom piece could be a totally different piece of fabric to sew in, although like I said, the cork was a little challenging last time, so I don't necessarily want to do that. And then we also have some gold O-rings for the handles. I really like the O-ring aspect of the handles on this one, so that's what we're going to do for that. So very pretty. And yeah, let's look at some cork. Okay, so I was being very hesitant. What I should have done is I should have cut out the lining fabric first to see how much I had left, because I have a nice big chunk of it left. So I can definitely get some of the pieces out of that I want to. I might want to do the handle out of the dots. I don't know that this would look good as the handle, so we might switch that out. And then definitely these top pieces for our main lining panels should be out of the lining. It's just going to tie in better, it's going to look better. So we'll do that. So unfortunately I already cut the other fabric, but I think in the long run I'm going to be happier with having these pieces be out of this fabric. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is sew our main panels together. So what you want, let's see if you can see it better here, is you want the shorter edge here, and it's going to kind of curve up towards the outside edge. So that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to put these two together and these two together and go sew this side with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is put in our pocket. So we have to pick one of the panels. I did go ahead and put the fusible fleece on, and so we got to pick one of the panels. Last time I used this one. I think I'm going to use this one. Now you could put a pocket on both sides if you want. I mean, that's your prerogative. I'm going to use this one. On the right side of the panel, pin the pocket facing centered and right side down over the rectangle you just drew. Well, how am I going to see the rectangle I just drew? That doesn't make any sense. Let's see if I can see it through the light. Haha, I'm gonna use my light here. Okay, so now we get the pocket facings coming in. So these are 2 inches, so I'm just gonna draw a line in half, and that's where we're gonna sew them together. So once we have this sewn together, we're gonna press it this way. So we've got wrong sides together, and then we have our stitching in the middle. Then what we're gonna do is on the wrong side, we are gonna pin this panel so that it's right in the center. So our stitching here is right in the center of the hole. So that looks good if I can get it turned back over again. Yeah, I think this is like the hardest part of the whole bag, but it's such a beautiful detail that it's really worth doing. So I'm just going to cut this a little bit longer than that and put our zipper tab on, our zipper pull. Prepare the zipper. So we're going to put our zipper, and you know how I feel about these Swoon Patterns zipper sewing in. It's just so hard to do with the zipper head on there. Yeah, so we're going to try and get the zipper head on there. Oh, they said that's a good idea. They said try and use tape to hold the zipper down. I think we will do that because I don't know how that zipper is going to stay down otherwise. We just have to seam rip the basting, which if I had been smart, I would have done wider than 3-inch basting on here. And then, as usual, we've got all these little pieces to get up, and I have like no nails right now, so this is going to be interesting. And there you have it. Now we can see our zipper. More here. That's probably like the hardest part, is getting out all these little pieces. Okay, so you can see we have our zipper here, which is nice, and our zipper head. You can't really see the teeth, but there's a zipper, a recessed zipper on the inside as well. And then we're going to cut the excess of our zipper off, we don't need all of that going on. And we're just going to sew our pocket down. Okay, so we're going to have one here and one here. Since this is directional, I'm going to think about, if you're reaching in the pocket, you're most likely going to see the back side of the pocket. So we're going to sew this together with this, sew the other piece of the pocket to this. So we're kind of making this big U shape. Okay, so it wasn't the usual pocket formation after all. One of the things we're going to do this week is go through and figure out what supplies I need for some of these bags. So I have some set aside, like the zippy crossbody, so I'm going to do another one of those. We have some wallets coming up, but I've been too chicken to make any of those. So we should see what we need. I was going to make a Davina handbag out of this one, but I don't know. Some of my fabrics are kind of kitschy, which lend themselves more to project bags than purses, because I don't know that you would want to carry around a purse with a chicken and a fall scene on it, but who knows? Maybe somebody does want to do that. Oh, the poolside tote. Yes. This is a good time to make the poolside tote because I rejoined the YMCA to do water aerobics for the whole summer, because that's pretty much the only exercise I like to do. So rejoined that, shaved my legs, we're all ready to go next week. But yeah, maybe we're getting into summer, maybe we should make the poolside tote. It's a very cute bag. But you get the idea. I've got a lot of patterns here lined up. So these are the ones we've already done, but these are all ones that I have to still make. And some of them are just fabrics that I've paired up together that don't have an assigned bag to go with them. So what I'd like to do is go through these and kind of pick out what bag pattern I feel would go good with those. And if you've been here for a while, you know that I have these binders with all of the bag patterns, and they're in grade order. So I have the patterns, and then if there's any pattern pieces, I put everything in a plastic sleeve here. And the grades are mostly how easy it was for me to make, not necessarily ones I would sell. So here we have our Divina, which we've made. Bonnie bucket bag, we're making that. Lola is another really good one. There we go, there's the poolside tote. Okay, so what do we need for this? We need a zipper, apparently. So this is what I'll do. I'll do the project sheet. I mean, I have a graphic design background, so I make these in InDesign. I know not everybody has that available to them. I do have a natural canvas to use for the inside. Navy would be good as well. I just feel like it would be a little too dark. What is that? Additional pieces to cut. Okay, so we are going to need our exterior and our lining fabric. And yeah, I've got 54-inch wide fabric for that. A 10-inch zipper. Okay. So we'll have to pick out what zipper we want to go with that. Maybe the lime green or the navy would be good. Twill tape or ribbon, because we've got this cool feature which I really love. We're going to put this little ring in here with our swivel clip so you can attach your keys without them getting wet or without losing them in the bottom of your bag under all your wet towels. So we need one 1-inch swivel clasp. So the color of that, or the metal of that, will depend on our zipper. So what I will do, I'll take you into the next room and we'll put together some materials, some supplies for this. In one of our project bags, we've spent a good, what is it now, 5 months? We've spent a good 5 months using up some of the stuff in our project bags. So we've got lots of project bags, or sleeves, project sleeves that we can fill. So let's go take a look at that. So here's my very messy sewing room. If you haven't seen this yet, got my IKEA bookshelves. So the first thing we're going to do is get our canvas. This one is a little thinner, so I'd probably use this for a lining. If I was doing a lining, this is more like for a canvas tote bag. And then we've got these beautiful canvas prints that I got. So this was the one we have set aside to make the next bag out of. Very pretty. So we'll need this one. They're also pretty. I might just want to make bags out of, pool bags out of all of these. And then I've got scraps from my farmer's market tote. Okay, so we'll do this one. This one's nice too. It's kind of dark. And we'll put our really thick one back. So we'll do these two together. So we've got our project sleeve, which, since this is canvas, I don't know that these are necessarily going to fit in there. And now we need a zipper. So I've got these two drawers full of zippers. We've got our other half of the rainbow here. And then we've got our first half of the rainbow here. So I was thinking this color would be good, or this color. It's kind of dark. So let's pull a few and see what we like. We've also got this nice dark blue. I have a navy blue somewhere also. Oh, there we go. It's a really dark blue. Ooh, we got this blue too. So let's take these zippers back and take a look at them. Okay, so let's open up our fabric a little more so we get more of this pattern, so we can really see what we're working with. So we've got this nice dark one. It's not quite dark enough for that, but I mean it does definitely tie in. Also, sometimes what you get on fabric are these cool little color bubbles, so you can find a coordinating fabric. You can use those bubbles for that, which is nice. Oh, we got that one, but it's still not quite that deep color. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like the greens better. The blues just seem too dark. One more. This one's, yeah, that one's a lot closer to that. I just don't know if it's gonna be too dark. Although it might make a nice statement because it is dark. And what you've seen me do before is just stick the entire thing of zipper in the project sleeve. I'll probably do that today just because if we're doing this one next, that's what I want to do. See, I mean, I can hold the zipper up to all these little guys and get a better idea. Yeah, I think that one might be too bright. This is usually the green I go for with everything, so that's kind of funny that I'm saying that. Okay, I think it's going to be the other green, which means we don't have a metallic zipper at all, which means we can pick whatever metal we want. Yeah, I really like that for some reason. Okay, winner, winner, chicken dinner. And this comes with its own green zipper pulls, so we don't have to worry about a metal with that one. So generally what I will do, I will shove everything in the sleeve. Normally it's not this tight, it's just because this is canvas. And then we got this zipper we're going to use, and then I need a swivel clasp. Okay, and we have our inch clasp, so we'll just throw that in. I just love these. I'll link these below. These are kind of like if you've ever been to Pep Boys or an auto store. They'll put your keys and your paperwork in here, and it's just a nice bag. You can hook them on the wall if you want. I'll show you how I have them organized in a second. But so we've got the two fabrics we need, our zippers, which are going to be, I'm just going to write green. I think it's grass green, or I don't remember what it's called, forest green. And then our one swivel clasp, and we are ready to make this next week. So let's go back in the room and let's put together some more of these bags. So I've got this cool hutch that I've been using for my storage. And it's good because like all my thread fits up here. Those fit nicely. I've got all my remnants here stacked nicely. And then I've even got like my smaller remnants, more thread, Scotch guard. What I had hoped to do was use these two areas to store these project sleeves, but as you can see, well, at least this top one, they fit all the way up. This one, they don't fit at all. So then they're kind of like sitting weird and warping. Like here's one that needs a project sleeve. It's just sitting in there. I was gonna make one of the project bags with this, but I like these fabrics so much. I think I'm gonna make another one of my favorite bags, which is this bag by Candid Crafts. It's got these front pockets. They're just like the right size for me. Now, since I changed my mind, I had to cross out all of the original things I was gonna put in there. We're gonna move all of these up to a higher spot here, because these can at least, they've got a little more headroom there. They can go up. And some of these you'll see don't have a pattern associated with them yet. They're just waiting for the right project. So you'll see I also have all the project bags piled up here of the bags we're going to make next. These are all the ones I want to try. They're all put together already for us. So we've got our widget bag and all of our fabrics and everything in there. So I don't have a lot of room in these, plus these are kind of open to the air and dust. So ideally I would fit everything in here, only those project sleeves really only fit on the top layer here. And my thread only fits on the top layer, so it's kind of prime real estate. I'm thinking what I should do is just stack up the fabric in here that doesn't have a home. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put the loose fabric that is exposed to the elements into the hutch. And I have more fabric I can stack there as well. We have a lot of sleeves, which means that we've done a lot of work this year. We've cleared out all of these sleeves with the bags we've made this year, which is wonderful. So I've got a bin of fabric here of things that I've already paired together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put these in a project bag. I don't know what I'm doing with these yet, so I'm just going to put them in a project bag so they're protected. Oh, these two are beautiful too. Look at these two. Yum. Yum, yum. They're so cute, little polar bears. Maybe I should put these with the wintry fabric that we had. Keep all the wintry stuff together. Hey folks, so that's it for this week. I was trying a different setup of kind of filming myself at the table and you being able to see what I'm doing, so I rearranged the entire dining room table. Only it was very frustrating because I'm usually talking to you about something I'm showing you, and I couldn't show you, but I did realize the light is much nicer from this side because my overhead lights aren't shining directly on me, making me look like a zombie. So we'll try this for our outro. Yeah, just trying to share a little stuff with you, and you didn't get to see the whole bag, so let's see the bag. So I really love the pocket in the front. It's a really fun detail and goes across both of those panels. And then you'll see, because they were opposite panels, this whole side of the bag is the one fabric, and that whole side of the bag is the other fabric. We have our handle. I did go ahead and I just tested it on my body and shortened it a little bit. And then accidentally put fusible fleece on these pieces, not realizing that these pieces get attached here, not sewn to the bottom of the bag. So I really didn't need fleece on here at all. It's like an extra bulk. So I will have to make a note in the pattern not to do that. But yeah, I really like this. This pattern is really fun. We did our new favorite zipper end, so that was a good choice. I have to write that down on a separate piece of paper because I keep getting out the old pattern, the Evelyn pattern, that's in, and I need to just write it down for myself or copy that one page and print it out so that I have it for future. So this took us 6 hours to make, which doesn't feel right because I think the other one took way longer, but maybe it's just because the years have improved my time skills. I don't know. But so we're sticking with the B+ for this, and I definitely want to put it in the shop. Next week we'll be working on the pool bag that you saw me picking out this week. And after that, I think we're going to take a week off of the whole new bag thing because I have the stack of pencil pouches has been sitting there for over a month now, and I just want to crank those out. The goal would be to get the pencil pouches done so that over the 3-day weekend I can go ahead and photograph everything, price everything, get everything up in the shop so that they're ready to go. And just wanted to say a special shout out to the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a wonderful time. And to all you dog moms out there like me, happy Mother's Day to you as well. I know that not every mother is a mother of their own children. You have wonderful people who foster children, adopt animals, you know, anything. Take care of your nieces and nephews. So you all count as mothers to me and to lots of other people. So I hope you take some time out to spend time with family, or have a spa day, or do something nice for yourself. Go get a coffee, just something nice for yourself to give yourself a nice pat on the back for doing good things for other people and giving of your time the way that you do. And welcome to all the new subscribers out there. It's so nice to have you here. And I have an About Me video that I'll link at the end of this video if you're curious about the business or me or the channel or anything else, so you can find out more. And we do lots of crafty things here. I haven't had time to crochet in a while, but need to get back to doing that at night. So thank you for coming and spending time with me. I know that we all have a lot to do, so I really appreciate you taking your time to be with me this week. And I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Love you. Bye.